Aha! The topic for this video is Isisa, how we evolve as a human race. I started bringing this idea or this concept about Isis in an actualized form. So Isis, the ancient goddess of Egypt, and Isisa in today's world, the transfer of energy or consciousness in a goddess-like energy being, a goddess-like energy reality that is being transferred into humankind. So I want to talk a little bit more about the idea of how human evolution is happening. Imagine that whole civilizations are created and it's like a whisper of a god or goddess coming and touching the earth. Maybe angelic powers, angelic forces coming and suddenly just whispering over the whole land of Egypt and just creating whole civilizations that are going to expand themselves over like 10,000 years. Exactly the same with new modern trends, new things that are happening. Imagine that it's just like a whisper, like an angel coming and blowing and suddenly inspiring that. So the idea behind that is that evolution is being strongly guided, that we as a human race, we are cosmic or galactic beings, and that we are evolving towards a place or towards a direction where we are going to eventually lift up beyond the planet Earth and start engaging energetically towards the rest of the galaxy, towards other planets, towards space in general. And that, within this galaxy, there is a grid of consciousness, that is anchored on planet Earth, but not just on planet Earth, on every planet where there is human-like races, human-like activities or intelligence is being anchored. Angelic forces, God or goddess-like powers that are being anchored. Imagine that us, the aura or the radiance that we reach, usually as a human being, is something that goes all around the planet, right? Today, with the internet, but before even the internet, with telepathic or energetic transmission, we are an active field of energy or consciousness that permeates the totality of the planet. And through the access points into the energetic reality of humankind, we can access the collective consciousness. We can dive into areas or fields of energy that are not related directly with our individual integrity or our individual body, but we have this power to connect with fields of intelligence or energy which are formless, which are not necessarily anchored, except in the form maybe of books or teachings, or in the form of videos, or in the form of websites somewhere. But the point is that we can access that through a field of energy. Now imagine that you expand this field of energy and then suddenly you have the galactic grid, that you have something which is a field of consciousness or a field of intelligence which is populating the whole galaxy. And then we as a human race, we are tapping into this intelligence. We are tapping into source of energies that are way, way more evolved than we are. And then from there, downloading ideas. You have muse energy, muse-like energy coming into scientists, and then suddenly poof, an idea pops up in your mind. Suddenly you think, wow, I should try this or I should try that. And it's exactly what's happening to me as well. Right now my mind is being activated by something which is the transmission, an activation from the galactic grid or consciousness, which is not originally planet based. And I can tell you exactly in other videos the process of how this awakening happened, but it's really kind of magical. So if you feel, you feel that something is happening in your field that you cannot really comprehend, that doesn't make sense from a planetary kind of energy, start tapping and realizing that there is intelligence, there is consciousness far beyond the planet Earth, that the totality of the galaxy is permeated, filtered by, a flow of energy and intelligence that is present there. And that when we are tapping into futuristic ideas, when we are being drawn towards our future as a human race, what we are doing is like we are downloading codes, we are downloading energies from a field of intelligence or a field of consciousness which is active all over the galaxy. And the way it works is that we have bridges of energy. For instance, this energy that I call Isisa, the ancient goddess of Isis, but in an actualized form in today's reality, this goddess is like a bridge of energy transmitting from the sun. Solar power, solar energy is transmitting this energy into our consciousness or into our field. And, it's waking up all over the planet. It's really interesting because lots of people are picking up on that and then being like, wow, I'm feeling some awakening. I'm feeling triggered by an energy that is waking up inside of me and I have to respond to that. And this is why I'm recording these videos. I'm just being a channel for an intelligence or something that I'm feeling internally, and it's an important message for the human race. So here I am. This is why I'm doing this. You know, we can demystify it a little bit, because from a scientific, even from a scientific perspective, it makes total sense. Imagine where we will be like 2 million years from now. Imagine how fast we are evolving right now as a human race. Maybe our consciousness will be able to transfer itself to different parts of the galaxy in no time, just like that. We'll be like transferring consciousness instead of having to travel from one point to another. I mean, imagine that right now we already have this ability to communicate with globally with the totality of the planet, you know, just by being here. Like right now, I'm recording this video. Within an hour, it's available online, and people are watching me from all over the planet. You know, imagine thinking about that concept like 100 years ago. You would be like, what? How is this even possible? Well, it's possible today. So imagine like 100 years from now, what is going to be possible? Imagine that we have this power to transfer actually consciousness really, really fast across the galaxy, across the universe. But let's look at the galaxy first, because this is our direct, you know, family, our direct cosmic family. And so, you know, start feeling, you know, start imagining, seeing how it's possible to actually see ourselves as a galactic race, rather than, you know, some form of isolated bulb where there is nothing existing out there. You know, it's crazy when you think of it. How would that be even possible? It's like, you know, look at the universe, look at all these stars, and look at all these planets. Oh yeah, there's just us. That's it. There's just us. Our consciousness somehow manifested there, and there is no life out there. There's no intelligence out there. We are the only intelligent sentient beings on this planet. God is like some form of abstract, absolute thing. You know, in the invisible, there is nothing happening there. You know, of course, you know, check it out for yourself, see how it feels. Do this intuitive research, because from where I am, I cannot prove what I'm saying scientifically. It reveals itself through meditation, through practices, and you have dreams, you have awakening, you have something which is going on, which is a transmission. You know, it's a transmission, the activation of a certain consciousness in my field. That's the way it works, right? We're all really powerful beings, and it's time to go back to our, you know, cosmic, universal dignity, and realize that beyond the limits of this personality or this body, there is actually something which is tuning on a vast, vast reality, which is unlimited and powerful. So we as a human race, here we are right now, what is it that is projecting us forward into human evolution? The download and transfer of codes, you know, of energy. When you go to, you know, go to a place like Burning Man, right? What's happening there? It's crazy, it's futuristic. It feels like it's from another planet. And yes, it's a party-like scene, but it's an activation or transmission of something that tunes us into something that is not from the past, it's from the future. It's activating us into our future. And there is lots of other things happening on the planet which are aligned with the same kind of things. Wow, you know, it's such a vast topic. I want to keep on sharing some ideas about that, because I think it's, yeah, it's a powerful, essential thing to check out. I love you.